Hello, Yankees fans. We are diving deep into the latest developments and insights as the New York Yankees prepare for the upcoming 2026 season. It has been an off-season full of speculation, and there are plenty of moves and strategies to unpack, particularly when we look at the bullpen and how general manager Brian Cashman has navigated the roster in recent years. Cashman has always been a key figure in shaping the Yankees, making bold decisions that range from high-profile signings to calculated, strategic acquisitions meant to fill gaps and maintain depth across the roster. One of the areas that has consistently required attention is the bullpen, where stability and dominance are crucial, and this offseason will be no different. Looking at the current state of the team, there are clear strengths but also areas where the Yankees need to reinforce their pitching staff, especially in the relief corps, to ensure they can compete at the highest level for the entire season. Tyler Rogers is a name that has emerged as a highly intriguing target for the Yankees' bullpen strategy. Rogers has had an exceptional season, showcasing the kind of unconventional pitching that has frustrated hitters and produced consistent results. During his time with the Giants, he posted a 1.80 ERA across 53 appearances, demonstrating remarkable control and effectiveness. Following the trade to the Mets at the deadline, Rogers continued to impress, recording a 2.30 ERA over 28 more appearances. This shows his ability to adapt quickly to new teams and maintain high performance under pressure, a quality that is invaluable in the high-stakes environment of New York baseball. Rogers' pitching style is unusual, characterized by a deceptive windup and a delivery that makes it incredibly difficult for hitters to anticipate his pitches. This unorthodox approach has allowed him to succeed against some of the best lineups in Major League Baseball and could be the exact kind of edge the Yankees need to solidify their bullpen. The Yankees' bullpen has faced its share of challenges, particularly in the middle portions of the season when fatigue and pressure can affect performance. While the unit finished strong last year and ranked among the top 5 in ERA overall, inconsistencies have emerged that must be addressed. Key players such as Devin Williams and Luke Weaver are approaching free agency, creating further uncertainty about the composition of the relief staff. This makes the acquisition of a reliable, experienced reliever even more critical. Tyler Rogers offers both the experience and the high-level skill set needed to provide stability, particularly in crucial late-inning situations. He can serve effectively as a setup man, bridging the gap between the starting rotation and closer David Bednar, or he can take on high-leverage innings in the 7th or 8th frames, allowing the Yankees to maintain momentum through the late stages of games. Analyzing Rogers' statistics further reinforces his potential impact. Across 81 games last season, he allowed only 4 home runs, struck out 48 batters, and conceded 66 hits, averaging 7.7 hits per 9 innings. His ERA was an impressive 1.98, which speaks to his consistency and ability to perform under pressure. Considering that he is 34 years old and will turn 35 by the end of the upcoming season, Rogers brings both maturity and the kind of veteran presence that can positively influence younger pitchers in the bullpen. Players like Fernando Cruz, Camilo Doval, and others would benefit from having a pitcher of his caliber to rely on, particularly when navigating the challenges of a long, demanding season. Integrating a reliever with Rogers' experience and pitching style could transform the Yankees' bullpen into one of the most feared units in Major League Baseball once again. Moreover, Rogers' experience in high-pressure markets, such as San Francisco, demonstrates that he can handle the intense scrutiny and expectations of a city like New York. The Yankees' fan base is passionate and demanding, and success in the Bronx requires not only talent, but mental toughness. Rogers has shown an ability to perform in those conditions, and pairing him with Bednar and other key relievers would create a formidable late-inning combination that opponents would find difficult to navigate. The importance of having a pitcher who can reliably handle critical situations cannot be overstated, especially when aiming to compete for the division title and a deep postseason run. When examining the potential composition of the Yankees' bullpen for the 2026 season, several questions emerge. Will Devin Williams return, or will he pursue opportunities elsewhere? Will Luke Weaver transition back to the rotation, or remain a reliever capable of long relief innings. These uncertainties highlight the need for a dependable, experienced addition who can provide consistency and stabilize the unit. Rogers' unorthodox pitching style and proven track record make him an ideal candidate to fill this role. His ability to disrupt hitters, maintain composure under pressure, and deliver high-quality innings could be the difference between a good bullpen and an elite one capable of dominating late in games. Additionally, the synergy between relievers is crucial. Rogers' presence could enhance the performance of other pitchers in the bullpen, including up-and-coming arms and established veterans. By creating a reliable setup combination ahead of Bednar, the Yankees could establish a rhythm that allows starters and relievers alike to perform at their best. This cohesion is often overlooked, but it is vital for sustaining success throughout a grueling season. With careful management and strategic deployment, the Yankees could leverage Rogers' experience and unique pitching style to maximize the overall effectiveness of their relief staff. The conversation about bolstering the Yankees' bullpen extends beyond simple statistics. It encompasses strategy, matchups, and the ability to maintain performance across an entire season. Rogers brings all these qualities to the table. His ability to consistently deliver quality innings, combined with his experience in high-pressure environments, positions him as a potentially transformative figure for the Yankees' pitching staff. The combination of Bednar as a closer and Rogers as a setup man could recreate the dominance the Yankees displayed in 2024, where the bullpen played a pivotal role in the team's postseason success. In conclusion, while the offseason offers numerous opportunities for acquisitions and adjustments, securing a pitcher like Tyler Rogers would address immediate needs and provide long-term benefits. His skill set, experience, and unorthodox approach create the potential for a revitalized bullpen, capable of carrying the Yankees through high-stakes situations and providing the consistency needed to compete at the highest level. For fans and analysts alike, monitoring the Yankees' pursuit of Rogers will be one of the most intriguing storylines as the team builds toward the 2026 season. The impact of his presence could extend beyond the numbers, influencing team dynamics, strategy, and the overall confidence of the pitching staff as they aim to return to dominance. As we look ahead to what the New York Yankees are trying to build for the 2026 season, it is clear that pitching depth will define how far this team can go. The conversation around Tyler Rogers is only part of a much larger picture, one that revolves around balance, chemistry, and the ability to sustain performance from April through October. The Yankees have never been short on star power, but recent seasons have shown that even the most talented rosters can falter when the bullpen lacks consistency. The front office knows that building a championship team requires more than just big-name signings. It requires precision, smart acquisitions, and players who can thrive under the intense pressure that comes with wearing the pinstripes. That is why this offseason feels so crucial. Every move made by Brian Cashman and his staff could shape how the team performs not just this season, but for years to come. When we examine the current pitching situation, the starting rotation appears set with Garrett Cole leading the way, joined by Max Fried, Carlos Rodon, Luis Gil, and perhaps will Warren or Cam Schlittler filling in the final spot. The rotation looks strong on paper, but the success of those arms often depends on the reliability of the bullpen behind them. A solid bullpen allows starters to attack hitters without holding back, knowing that the relievers can lock things down once the game reaches the late innings. In 2024, the Yankees saw just how valuable that kind of support can be when the bullpen dominated in September and carried the team deep into October. Last season, however, inconsistency returned. At times the relief unit looked elite, but there were stretches, especially in the middle of the campaign, where control issues, fatigue, and injuries took a toll. That is why adding a pitcher like Rogers could mean more than just filling a roster spot. His presence could create stability, giving manager Aaron Boone the flexibility to manage workloads more effectively. Rogers' sidearm delivery and pinpoint command could provide a contrast to power arms like David Bednar, creating different looks for opposing hitters throughout a series. Baseball today is a game of matchups and rhythm, and when a bullpen has multiple options that can disrupt timing, it becomes a nightmare for opposing lineups. The Yankees have built teams around power and home runs for years, but the next championship might depend more on run prevention, command, and late-game execution. Rogers represents a step toward that direction. There is also an intangible aspect that cannot be ignored. Veteran pitchers like Rogers bring experience that helps steady younger teammates when adversity hits. Every season comes with challenges, losing streaks, blown leads, or injuries to key players, and having a veteran in the bullpen who has seen it all can make a massive difference. Younger pitchers such as Luis Gil, or even new faces like Camilo Doval could learn from how Rogers approaches preparation and composure. His demeanor on the mound, his ability to maintain focus regardless of the score, and his willingness to take on whatever role the team needs are qualities that can strengthen clubhouse chemistry. Championship teams often have that mix of veterans and young talent that feed off each other's energy, and the Yankees are trying to recapture that formula. The larger question, though, is how aggressive the Yankees will be in free agency. The market for quality relievers is always competitive, and Rogers is not the only name on their radar. Still, his track record and familiarity with the New York market give him an edge. He understands what it means to pitch in front of demanding fans and media, and that experience could make the transition to the Bronx smoother. If the Yankees can secure him on a short-term deal, perhaps for 1 or 2 years, it would allow them to strengthen their bullpen without overcommitting financially. That flexibility could open opportunities to address other areas, like adding another left-handed reliever or a bench bat with postseason experience. Beyond free agency, the Yankees must also think strategically about player development. Over the past few years, they have cultivated promising arms in their system, but transitioning those pitchers successfully into bullpen roles at the major league level has been inconsistent. Bringing in someone like Rogers could serve as a bridge while allowing those younger pitchers to grow without immediate pressure. It would be a move that benefits both the present and the future, aligning with the organization's long-term vision of sustainability and depth, and how they'll be used. But before we continue, please remember to join our channel and give this video a like. Your support allows us to keep bringing you the latest news about the New York Yankees. Feel free to share your thoughts on the news in the comments. In a shocking twist that has left Major League Baseball fans buzzing, whispers around the league suggest that Pete Alonso, the iconic slugger of the New York Mets, may be packing up his Mets gear and heading across town to the Yankees. Sources close to the situation hint that negotiations have reportedly reached an advanced stage, with Alonso potentially signing a deal that would make him the newest member of the Bronx Bombers. If true, this move would instantly reshape the landscape of the National League and American League East rivalries. Alonso, known for his prodigious power at the plate and charismatic presence, has been a cornerstone of the Mets since his debut, thrilling Citi Field crowds with towering home runs and clutch performances. Yet, the whispers suggest that despite his deep ties to Queens, the allure of Yankee Stadium, combined with a rumored lucrative contract, could be too tempting to resist. Fans and analysts alike are already speculating about what this would mean for the Yankees lineup. Pairing Alonso with the existing roster of sluggers could make the Yankees' offensive machine nearly unstoppable, potentially creating a lineup that pitchers in both leagues would dread facing. Meanwhile, Mets supporters are reportedly grappling with the shock, with social media buzzing with disbelief and calls for clarity from the front office. Industry insiders note that these discussions, if confirmed, would not just be about money. Personality fit, market pressure, and the chance to headline one of baseball's most storied franchises are all likely factors in Alonso's decision-making process. While neither team has issued an official statement, the rumor alone has ignited fervent debate among fans, pundits, and former players who are weighing the impact of such a blockbuster crosstown move. For now, the city of New York waits with bated breath. Could the hero of Citi Field truly swap pinstripes for the Yankees' iconic navy blue and white? If the murmurs hold any truth, this offseason could go down as one of the most electrifying and controversial in recent memory, turning the eternal Mets-Yankees rivalry on its head in ways nobody saw coming. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the New York Yankees, please subscribe to our channel and give us a like. We always appreciate your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.